Hey everybody, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be talking about my main EDC pouch. And since I did the slight update on it, I just wanted to give you a full report on how everything was being used. Um, as everybody know, I switched out the main blade with the Microtech knife, and the more I think about what I did, and having put this into the pouch, into the rotation, I think I made the right decision because um, in everything that I carry, I realized that I did not have a glass breaker, and the tip of this at the end of the hilt here is a glass breaker on the Microtech, and the more I think about it, every day when I drive on the highway, I see some kind of car accident, and majority of it is minor accidents, but a lot of what I've seen are turnover accidents, major front end collisions, where the door is crumpled up against the A pillar and the side pillar and all that, and airbags are deployed and all this and that, and you know the glass is still intact, and if you wanted to get out of your vehicle and your vehicle may catch fire or whatever, you definitely are going to need a glass breaker handy. And I do have in my truck, I do carry a pocket knife that has a glass breaker in the door pocket, but one should always carry one in their EDC. So, and luckily, this Microtech does come with a glass breaker at the end of it, which is like, it's not a weapon; it's more of a rescue tool, really. You know, cut your seatbelt. Cut your seatbelt and break your car window and get out. So, uh, you know, it is a rescue tool, more of a rescue tool than a offensive knife, offensive weapon. So I don't know why people want to make it illegal to have one. Just these people are just so scared of everything. Just watched a video about pry bars and made me think about mine. And the more I use this and the more I carry it, I just really love it more and more. Okay. Recently, I was in the backyard doing a saw video where I was using the hand saws, the Silky Gomboy, and uh, the other saw. What was the other saw? A Baco Laplander saw, and I had two limbs stuck together, and one was wedged like this, and I couldn't pull the limb that I cut away, so I used this pry tool to get in there and jimmy pry the two limbs apart, so I could pull the cut down limb away. So I mean, it's just a pry tool, and really simple tool, but a piece of steel that you can use to pry things is invaluable. You don't think it is until you need one. And having a pry tool, in my opinion, is a very important part of the EDC, I believe. Because you never, I mean, how often do you need something that's a piece of steel or something very hard to able to get in between two things and just pry them open a paint can, uh, you know, uh, even my tripod, the my tripod broke, and I had to pry the ball away from the housing, and the this pry tool was able to pry those two apart. So I mean, it's a tool, and luckily this one here, as much functionality you get, you can use this to open bottles, pry open paint cans, pry open anything, pry apart things. In a pinch, you can actually dig into tape and open boxes with this, open packages with this in a pinch. It's not that sharp, but you know how often have you used something that was dull to open packages? So you can do that. The bits right here, the T6, T7, T8, and the flat tip bits here, man, I have used that so much to tighten up knife handles and work on knives and things, and the functionality of this pry tool is just amazing, and it's titanium. Great artwork right there. A smiley face. To fasten the pocket clip on there. It just to me it's actually a beautiful piece of artwork as well. You got the ratchet system or the socket system here. Okay. Now, the video I watched just before I made this video was about the pry tool, and it was that expensive pry tool company, Mr. Nice Guy or Mr. Nice Bar or Mr. Nice Machine Company or something. I screwed up. I'm screwing up his company name, but I was looking at his new line of pry tools in a video that I was watching, and man, those pry tools were going from his cheapest one. I mean, his plain. I mean, just real simple, real small, slim pry tool was $100, and then it jumped up to like $150 to $250. And I'm like, and it didn't offer nothing like this stuff here. It was just a plain, shapely pry bar. It didn't offer any of these extra functionalities, And I'm at a party. And even though I have like almost a half a dozen bottle openers on me, they're all connected to like my Swiss Champ, my camp knife, or it's connected to something that I have to literally take out and open and look for the can opener to actually open the can opener. I have a can opener that my carabiner that holds my keys on my belt loop is actually a can opener, but I would have to take it off of my belt loop and hold it just right, position it just right, move the keys out of the way, and open a beer bottle. But this right here, I could just like, if this is in my EDC, if this is in my cargo pants pocket right here, okay, if this whole pouch is in my cargo pants pocket, let me put this back in, okay, like that. I don't have to take this pouch out to access my pry bar, okay. I just reach in my cargo pants pocket and pull this lanyard straight out, and boom, I got a pry bar that I could just open a beer bottle and start opening beer bottles for everybody. Because I don't know how many times I've been at a party where people bring Heinekens, people bring European bottle beers, and but no bottle opener. you know. And a lot of the times people go looking for one in the kitchen and bring one back out. And it's like, this is so much easier to use, to open beer bottles. Poop, 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 real fast. I could open probably a dozen beer bottles in less than 10 seconds, you know? So, yeah. Love this pry bar. And for around, I don't know, I've looked on Amazon and I can't find this exact model. Now, Olight does make the O-Pry 2, okay? But it doesn't look like this. It doesn't look like this at all. And I'm glad I got this before they discontinued it, because they must have discontinued it, because I don't see it on Amazon anymore. And I love this pry bar. I really do. It's right up there with the expensive stuff, and it looks beautiful to me, as much as the expensive stuff. And that expensive one didn't even have a measuring ruler. I think this one's in metrics right here, and on the other side is in inches. Okay, so a lot of functionality in this pry tool. Love it, just love it. I highly recommend one. If you can find it, definitely get this one. I mean, I just love this pry bar. I do. So I've covered the pry bar, my new main EDC knife. I'm glad I picked the Microtech to be in this lineup, because, like I said, lately I have been witnessing a lot of car accidents on the highway. And folks, you got to be prepared. You got to be ready to rescue yourself or rescue someone who is trapped in a vehicle. And as a former police officer, I have rescued people from burning cars. And a lot of the times I had to use my wooden baton to break the window. And you don't realize how hard it is to break a car window, even with a baton. These glasses are very tough, and you have to have the right hardness and the right tip, and you have to know exactly where to hit the glass in order to glass to actually shatter and for you to rescue yourself. I literally have ruined a nightstick breaking open glass to rescue someone. So yeah, very important to have. You should have one, and it shouldn't be where you have to go searching for it in your pocket, where you have to go searching for it in your door pocket, car, glove box, or whatever. It should be readily available to you, to be ready to be pulled out right out of your pocket or right out of a pouch in your pocket. Boom, pull it out. Like I said, first things first, cut your seatbelt. Okay, a lot of the times now you can try to get your seatbelt unlatched the proper way by pushing the button, but a lot of the times after an accident, seatbelts do get jammed, and a lot of people are trapped in their vehicle because they can't get out of their seatbelt. And so just pull this knife out real quick, bam, slice the seatbelt up, get out of your, be able to get out of your seat, retract, and with the same grip, boom, corner of the window, shatter, and crawl out of your vehicle. Save yourself. Okay, that's of course if you're conscious. And like I said, you could be passing by an accident where you see someone trapped in a car. You could pull over, run over, and shatter the glass, cut their seatbelt, and also cut away the airbag if it's in the way, and pull the person out, Of course, that's if the car's on fire and the person has to be pulled out. A lot of the times, it might be better just to let the person just sit and wait for the ambulance to come in the vehicle. I'm talking about in situations where the car's on fire, or it's obviously the person is trapped in the vehicle and the person wants to get out, or the vehicle is overturned and you see the person is in a situation where if he doesn't get out of the vehicle, more injuries can occur. But in most cases, if it's just an accident and the person's just sitting in the vehicle and there's no fire or anything like that, you don't want to move a person. Just wait for the ambulance to come and do their thing. Anyway, moving along. I thought about putting a more expensive and made in the USA pocket knife. But I tell you what, folks, I know it's a sin to love Chinese made stuff, especially in the knife community. But man, I really love this Rough Rider, man. I really do. I mean, every time I go to replace this with a more expensive pocket folder, traditional folder, to just be more cool and everything, I say to myself, do I really want to replace this? I mean, it's just so it's so functional. I mean, just one hand open, bam, looks traditional, looks cool, looks pretty. It's got a pocket clip, so it'll fit in here in the pouch, and I don't have to go fingering the hole to get the pocket knife out and all that. It's just, rests in here like this, and all I got to do is go boop, pull it out like this, and just awesome. And it locks. It has a liner lock, so like I don't have to worry about it closing on me or my fingers whenever I'm doing something more hardcore with it, So it's amazing that this knife is under $20. It really is, because it's sharp. It hasn't failed me yet on anything. I use it mainly for cutting food and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, I just recently ate an apple with my Spyderco, and I thought actually this knife performed better at that task, peeling and paring. This was doing a little bit better when I was eating apples with this. So yeah, love this knife, and I'm not gonna go into where you can get one. Of course, Rough Rider, so you can get one from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, or you can look for it on Amazon. I think I bought this one from Amazon, and I've gone to look for it again on Amazon, and I couldn't find it. So you might want to go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works to get it. Pen, yeah. What can I say? Always have a pen on you. Okay, grown man should always have a pen, a writing utensil. All right, so the patch, love the patch. It's colorful, more colorful than I really want it to be, but like I said, it serves the purpose of covering majority of this fuzzy loop from the Velcro, and a lot of the times, like I said, this fuzzy loop gets stuck on the hook part of my cargo pants, and it makes it harder to put the pouch in and take the pouch out. The ring serves as a good way to pull the pouch out of my cargo pants pocket. And glass wipe, use this every day. Every time I'm out and about, I am constantly wiping my glasses, and a microfiber is perfect for that and cleans my glasses very well. All right, and like I said, I put all my knickknacks, my all personal hygiene. I mean, like a nail clippers and all that stuff on this Velcro pouch. I took everything out of my Altoid tin, and this is thinner, and it does make the pouch thinner and easier to carry. I love the Altoids tin. I do. It is easier to open up the whole thing and just pick out what you need, as opposed to digging through this pouch, where most of the time if I'm looking for a specific thing, I have to actually dump everything out to find it. But majority of the time I'm only going in here for this, which is my USB charger cable for charging my phone. So yeah, there's a lot of little knickknacks in here. If you watched my previous videos, you'll know what's in here. So that's that. And of course, my big lighter with some electrical tape. Always forget my lighter. I have a lighter in my pocket that I carry, and this is just for emergencies in my pouch. And a lot of the times I forget to, especially after I washed my jacket or washed my clothes, I forget to put that lighter back in my pocket, and I walk out of the house and go to a bar or a casino, and I have no lighter. But as long as I have this pouch, I always have a lighter. So, and my little cards and stuff. Okay, and my favorite keychain multi-tool, the next tool. Yeah. If you watch any of my videos on EDC, make sure you click the description link because I put an Amazon affiliate link for all these products if you're interested in taking a better look at them. But this is one I highly recommend. I use this whenever I'm doing my leather work or paracording. It's just such a really handy dandy tool to have. I mean, you can I use this pliers to pull the needle whenever I'm sewing leather pieces together. And sometimes you punch a hole through the leather first, and then you go take a needle and you go through the holes. But a lot of the times those holes are not pronounced, so it's hard to pull those needles through the leather. So a lot of the times I just use this to pull the needle. Now you have to be careful not to squeeze the needle too hard, because this will damage your needles. But needles don't cost that much. So yeah, that also when I'm doing paracording, I hold the paracord with this plier while I burn the ends and stuff, so yeah, a little keychain. I was very surprised how useful a little keychain multi-tool with a pair of pliers and scissors can be. And this is no a small scissor. This scissor here is probably bigger than a full-size Leatherman scissor. A lot of the full-size Leathermans have scissors on them, and they're tiny. They're like little tiny little things. This is a keychain. This is a very small keychain multi-tool. Yet the scissors are, I would venture to say, this is even a lot bigger than your Victorinox scissors. So, and it's spring loaded, and it's all internal mechanism. Now, is it hardcore and durable and all this and that? Of course not. I mean, it's a keychain tool. So, you know, you gotta know the limits of your tools. But this one here has not failed me yet, and I have applied a lot of hard pressure on the pliers and the scissors. And that's pretty much how I use all on my this one for. I don't use the bottle opener or the can opener. I don't use the main blade, you know, unless it's something. Unless I'm using it to cut paracord or something while I'm working on paracord. And I don't use the file or the flat tip. And I don't use the Phillips. You know, I can, but whenever I'm using this, I'm more using the scissor and the pliers. So anyway, that's everything. That's the whole update. Yeah, 25 minutes long. Oh shit, too long. I didn't really actually want to make a long video, but I'm sorry. But I got to talking about every little bits of this. If I went through this pouch, what's in this pouch, it'll probably be another 10 minutes. So I'm gonna cut it off here. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you have in your EDC. How, you know, that's what I want to see. I see a lot of you guys doing EDC videos, but then you don't report back. You don't update. You don't come back and say, hey guys, look, I did an EDC video on this pouch a couple of months ago or several months ago. I'm just updating you guys on how I used the stuff that was in my EDC. This is how I've been using the stuff, you know. And I know, I mean, just, you know, talk about your stuff. And you know, that's what I like to see. Anyway, catch you guys later. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for your time. Bye.